Elon Musk, everyone's favorite Dogecoin enthusiast, has done the unthinkable and finally bought Twitter. Now, even though I'm back on Twitter, I don't really check it that much unless I want to stay up to date on the Minecraft community. Maybe one of the YouTubers put a grass block down and everyone got out of their chair to applaud. That's pretty much it. But now the confirmation of Elon buying Twitter has split the space-time continuum into two. Never before in my life have I seen more people celebrate and also despise a piece of information in like the 7 years that I've been on YouTube. Now, Elon has been trying to buy Twitter for a while. He started off by buying stock, making him the biggest stockholder, but he's been trying to get his claws on the entire company for quite a while now. Now, the reason why there's so much controversy is Elon is a divisive person, to say the least. You know, I checked his Twitter today, and I think that there was like a meme of him mocking Bill Gates. Now, that's one thing we can all get behind, right? Mocking the rich out of spite that we don't have the same amount of money that they do. But other memes that he's made have been less inclusive, almost feeling like they're targeting like liberal or more progressive groups. Now, I'm not talking about politics. Believe me, the last thing I want to do on this channel, I would rather do Fortnite with Drake and Ninja than talk about politics. I'm the guy who does the funny, deep, like pseudo-intellectual analysis on video games and media. That's my corner. But I wanted to talk about Elon buying Twitter because the reaction has been insane. Like, for example, there's now a mass exodus happening on Twitter with people wanting to go back to Tumblr. Now, if you don't know what Tumblr is, it's essentially like the cousin of Twitter. It was more kind of art-based, if anything. Now, Tumblr had a pretty big user base, you know, if you're into your Homestuck or whatever was big in like 2015. Now, Tumblr had like the biggest falling off in human history. It was sold on to the company Yahoo for 1.1 billion. And then Yahoo made the executive decision to basically ban any kind of like NSFW art or content on there. And the problem is a lot of people on Tumblr, that is how they made their income. So what happened is they had a mass exodus over to Twitter. And then Yahoo, who had Tumblr at the time, in this blind panic, sold it onto WordPress for 3 million. Now, 3 million is an insane amount of money, right? It's probably what Jay Schlatt makes every 2 days off his Shorts channel. But comparing 3 million to the initial value of 1.1 billion, all because you banned NSFW content. Oh, it's such an L. Now, the problem is with a mass exodus, the only way for it to work is if everyone agrees to it. You know, if let's say a couple thousand people, they get up and they leave Twitter and they go back to Tumblr, they're still migrating to a dead site. That's the equivalent of me getting my friends to go and play Battlefield 2042, thinking it's going to do anything for how dead the servers are. As of right now, recording this, by the way, the Battlefield servers on Steam, at least, they are under 1,000 players a day. That is embarrassing. Quick update on that, actually. They're above 1,000 now, but they're not faring that much better. I mean, there is an increase in players over the past month, but yeah, from the 100,000 peak, not very good. Now, Elon has bought Twitter for $43 billion, which is just an insane amount of money. And now, at least on my end, if I type in Elon Musk's name into the Twitter search bar, it comes up with pictures with him with terrible hairline or with Ghislaine Maxwell. He's claimed on his page that he wants his worst critics to stick around because it's about freedom of speech. But honestly, I think him buying Twitter was like a statement enough. Anything he says now is just, you're not going to quell the horde. Now, there's a lot of theories going around to why Elon actually bought Twitter in the first place. Most people doing what they do on Twitter say their opinion like it's objective fact. Elon Musk spending $43 billion to stop getting bullied on Twitter when he could have simply been less annoying is insane. Now, as of recording this, there's no like definitive proof of what Elon's going to do with Twitter. There's been a couple mentions of things like making Twitter open source, which means you'd be able to see like, you know, the inner workings of Twitter, why things are trending. Like if I were to go on the trending tab and see that Quackity getting a new beanie has trended more than the Queen dying. Also, him buying the company, he's promised to take it private, which means there might be some kind of like subscription-based service. I mean, Twitter already has super follows for like, you know, the 7 YouTubers that actually use that. But with a subscription-based service, there's a chance that you get like ad-free browsing. You know, again, it's like the 7 people that don't know that ad block is a thing. Now, Elon has claimed that he's going to unlock the true potential of Twitter, which is about as vague as one of the Riddler's clues in the new Batman film. Now, my theory about him unlocking its true potential, as soon as he gets the keys to the server room, he's going to smash it all with a sledgehammer. Because the best kind of Twitter is one where no one gets to use it. Now, going through my timeline, you know, I've seen some YouTubers that are celebrating Twitter being bought by him. Mostly because the current state Twitter's in, the support is absolutely terrible. I mean, non-existent. For example, if you get suspended off Twitter and you have no reason why, you basically have to set up candles in your room and pray every single night that the moon gods hear you and you get some direct connection to a Twitter employee, because if you can't do that, there is no chance you're going to get unsuspended. The same pretty much goes for verification. If you see a YouTuber get verified, chances are they had an inside contact from management. There's no way to do it organically. The funny thing I find is, like, coming back to Twitter, even in like current day, it's still so hard to get verified. You will have YouTubers with millions of followers that can't get you will have YouTubers with hundreds of thousands of followers and they won't get verified, but then you'll have Karen who does like a food blogging website and she's got about 17 followers and one YouTube video telling you how to boil baked beans, and she got verified within 5 seconds. I think in conclusion, whether you like Elon or hate him, Twitter is going to be just a complete hellscape war zone for the next couple days. Slightly worse than how it usually is. Honestly, the only thing I did was post an incredibly safe, neutral meme with the name of a bigger YouTuber attached to it. That is the only safe way that you can use Twitter as a YouTuber. Rule 1 of Twitter: never have an opinion. Just coming back to this because some more stuff's happened on Twitter since I last talked about it, and also I checked the video. It's not actually 8 minutes yet, so I can't put mid-rolls in and make more money. So Elon just now put out another tweet saying how he's gonna, like, you know, change the platform. Free speech is the bedrock. I just think of Minecraft reading that. The bedrock of a functioning democracy, and Twitter is the digital town square where matters vital to the future of humanity are debated. I also want to make Twitter better than ever by enhancing the product with new features, making the algorithms open source to increase trust, defeating the spam bots, and authenticating all humans. Twitter has tremendous potential. I look forward to working with the company and the community users to unlock it. So yeah, pretty much confirming what I just talked about, making it open source and stuff. I just find it so weird, you know, that we live in the day and age that Elon will buy the biggest, like, dank meme, edgy posting website in the entire world. Like when Jeff Bezos bought Twitch through Amazon, no one really batted an eye. I mean, people complain about it, you know, when they're banned, they blame the big billionaire rich man. But, you know, I've never seen more backlash towards something. Scrolling through Twitter, I've actually seen a lot of people mentioning that he might bring back Trump or, you know, other banned accounts. My main concern is bringing back Kanye West, because Kanye was actually the biggest Twitter account that followed me. The only celebrity that followed me, because e-celebs don't count. Honestly, like, all in all, I think the reason Elon has bought Twitter is for his own selfish reasons. You know, just another way to access more algorithms, to spy on people and, you know, just learn how people work. That's why on public websites, you never have an opinion. Seriously, like, you know, all I do is post like memes and stuff. I mean, like 3 years ago, the reason why I was suspended on Twitter is because I got into this argument with Anything for Views. It was like a fake argument. We were just like playing it out publicly. And then I think I said, I'm going to like get his lard and grind it down or something like that. But because I said the kill word, the K word as we call it, that is like instant red flags, and then Skynet gets released to take you down. But yeah, that's pretty much my take on Elon Musk. He did a thing. Rich man will definitely get richer. I mean, if he follows me on Twitter, I'll be a shill, but in the meantime, it is what it is.